Hello and welcome to another daily market update by Market Intel. We are on the Market Intel website, dailymarketupdate.com. If you register here for free, you receive daily notifications and free Elliott-Wave updates about oil, stocks, cryptocurrencies, gold, the Nasdaq, the S&P 500. So if you're interested in that, then use the link in the description or just type in dailymarketupdate.com in your browser and you should get to this website. You can register for free. Today we want to talk about a stock which is at a critical turning point right now. So what we do, we click on our stocks image here. And we have a few that were updated today. So I would like to talk about Verizon communications today. And whenever you click on one of these, you see the screenshots of the charts. So usually a long-term chart, a short-term chart. Here we have the 1 week chart and the 3-hour chart. We're going to take a look at that. You can read through the analysis and then you see the relevant support and resistance levels, short-term and long-term, which can be very helpful. Now let's take a look at the weekly chart first because it gives you a good overview. Now, this is an interesting one because it's started, let's say, a long-term, at least a medium-term downtrend here with this sort of Y wave of a blue wave too. Obviously, the correction has been unfolding for much longer because the X wave itself is part of a larger correction. Here, the wave 2, which is followed by a wave Y, in which the price is currently likely moving. So as you can see here, that was in 2020, this Y wave started, and we forecast that it's quite a complex W, X, Y, X, Z correction. These are not so common, but it makes sense in the overall context of the chart. So in our primary scenario, which we assign 64% probability, the alternative would be a breakout with a 36% probability. But in our primary scenario, we like to see the price go down a little further and complete this very complex corrective pattern W, X, Y, X, Z. And the price should eventually, but that can take a while, get into this blue trading area between $13.70 and $24.45. Now that's far in the future. Therefore, we see at the moment that this move up is a corrective rally only in wave X of Y in the primary scenario. There is support at $30.14. What happens if the price breaks below $30.14 already now? Well, it would simply be the onset of wave Z. But what if we can hold that support level? Well, then in the alternative scenario, wave 2 already finished. It's not what we assume currently is what's happening, but I will show you on the shorter time frame screenshot scenario that there is a scenario in which long positions could be entered that would prepare us for this alternative scenario. And it makes sense possibly in both scenarios, the primary and alternative scenario, to look for long positions in a certain area. Not yet, but that's what I mean. We are at a critical turning point right now. You don't see the detail here on the weekly time frame. However, so let's switch to the shorter time frame, 3-hour chart. So just for the context, here you see the low of this Y wave, which bottomed in October last year. Let's go back to the weekly. Here's the Y wave. So basically the assumption is an X wave is unfolding. An X wave is a 3-wave corrective pattern characterized by a lot of overlapping price action. There are not many overlaps at this stage, so we expect these to start soon. So basically a pullback and another move up. And that would be characterized by an A, B, C structure. So we assume that the A wave is completed soon. Then a B wave pullback should occur and the C wave to the upside might be a viable trade. So as you can see on the weekly chart, our primary scenario suggests further upside and the alternative as well. The alternative would even suggest a breakout. So I find this a very interesting setup once the price gives us this pullback into this trading area down there. because let's assume, yep, this A wave completes, and it should be nearly complete because as highlighted here, 5 waves up are nearly done, and an A wave can be a 3-wave move, which it's not because 3 waves were already completed here. So it's likely a 5-wave pattern. Once that is complete and we're already in the 5th wave, so it could be at any moment, yeah, we could start that pullback. Once that pullback completes, it might provide a setup for the C wave to the upside, but also for this more directly bullish scenario in the alternative wave count on the weekly chart. So at the moment, I'm watching for this B wave pullback. It hasn't started yet. Maybe it has started, but it's a little bit too early to confirm that. Now we can just wait and see if it plays out, and this B wave pullback should land in the area between $32.66 and $36.03. There is some support at $37.56 that needs to be broken for the price to get into this support zone. And yeah, it might be reasonable to look for long positions in this area. You might want to set the stop loss 1% below the box. That's just general risk management guidance. Obviously, we're not telling you what to do. You have to make the decision yourself. We can only provide the levels where we're looking for reversals. But I think one reasonable way of trading this is to look for an entry in these boxes and then, or in the box, and then looking for a stop below that, because a sustained break below that box indicates that we're going down probably more aggressively than assumed. Yeah, that's the update about Verizon Communications. Hope you enjoy the update. Thank you very much, and make sure that you follow the link to register for free on dailymarketupdate.com for free Elliott-Wave updates. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.